Hey everybody, the Long Shot Signatures here. I've got a COMC and then I have one card from eBay recap to share with you guys of a bunch of autographed cards that I purchased. If you've been following the channel for a little while, you saw a big spike in the number of Hall of Famers that I had, and I said I ordered a whole bunch and they finally arrived this week. A bunch of great stuff in here. A lot of these I was able to get for about $10 or less. A couple of them over that. I think the most I spent on any card was $25. So I have two non-Hall of Famers, but the rest of these have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. So a lot of exciting stuff here. We'll get started off with football. We're going to do the two non-Hall of Famers first. First one here is a head coach. I have tried him twice through the mail, haven't been able to get him back, and the Panini Contenders did a couple of coaches' autographs for 2 years recently, and his wasn't that expensive, so got Gus Bradley, formerly of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He is now the defensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts. And then I got this guy because he's not a Hall of Famer yet, but he has a fantastic chance of making it. I think he retired after 2019. Bunch of Pro Bowls, couple All-Pros, two-time Super Bowl champion, and one of the most well-known names of the 2000s era of football. Purchased a Arizona State signed press pass card of Terrell Suggs. This was the most expensive card out of all of these that I purchased, so that was about $25. But I felt that, for a future Hall of Famer, that's a pretty good deal. Then we've got, excuse me, we got Hall of Fame coach. He's signed TTM before, but he's getting up there, so I don't know if he's responding to anything anymore. But Marv Levy took the Bills to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row. Wasn't able to win any of those. But he did win 1 or 2 Grey Cups in the CFL. He was also a college head coach. Then we have a few Chiefs Hall of Famers in here. We got Willie Lanier. We've got Emmett Thomas, who also was an interim head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. We have the all-time games started leader for offensive linemen in Bruce Matthews. Got another offensive lineman that's in the Hall of Fame, Ron Mix. I believe this guy was part of the Dome Patrol in New Orleans, Ricky Jackson. Longtime Patriots defender, Andre Tippett, with a very cool looking design there. Another Chiefs player, Willie Roof. He's also signed TTM. He's kind of inconsistent. I've tried him before, wasn't able to get him. This guy was a good TTM signer. He has since passed away. I wrote to him, I think about a week before he passed. Haven't received anything back. Didn't even get my photo or my money back. But it is what it is. Purchased a Curly Culp. Then we have the only punter currently in the Hall of Fame, Ray Guy. This guy was the first person to ever have 5 Super Bowl rings. Got Charles Haley. He has since been passed by Tom Brady. 5 Super Bowl rings for a player. There's been several coaches and executives that have more than that. We got former Patriots offensive guard John Hanna. Then this guy has since passed away. I could not pass up this deal. I think this was like $7 or $8. Fred Dean. This one, this is the last football one. I found this on eBay. There was like 3 minutes left. No one else had bid on it, so I got this for $10. Chris Dolman, who passed away as well. So, really nice additions to the Pro Football Hall of Fame collection. Hopefully a future one in there. And then I always like getting coaches whenever I can, so purchased the Gus Bradley for that reason. Then we got a bunch of Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame inductees. Some of them are inducted for what they did internationally, some of them for what they did as a contributor. So I don't remember exactly, what all these people did, but I will try my best to give something if I do. So first one here is probably the earliest legend of the WNBA. Four-time, I think she was a two-time MVP, four-time champion, 2 or 3 or 4, I don't know, finals MVP. Just one of the best players to enter the league when it first came. So this is Cynthia Cooper. She has also coached at the WNBA level and coached college basketball for quite some time. Then we've got another legend from that era. I think she was a 2 or 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. We got Theresa Weatherspoon. Then I think she's inducted as a player, but she's probably better known now as a broadcaster. Got Nancy Lieberman. So we got 3 Hall of Famers from the WNBA, and then a whole bunch of Hall of Famers for the NBA. I think all of these players are. I think one is one was as a coach. I'm pretty sure the rest are as players. But we got former TTM great Sidney Moncrief, who after his induction was no longer able to sign due to contractual reasons. This guy's a pretty good TTMer. Alex English, I think he's like $10 or $20. This is the guy who was inducted as a head coach. He won 2 championships as a coach, and he was a pretty decent player as well. Rudy Tomjanovich, something like that. Then we got Pacers legend George McGinnis. Got the late JoJo White. Then Elvin Hayes. I think I've seen him sign too. I'm not 100% sure, but it sounds familiar. Got Jamal Wilkes. Spencer Haywood. And then I purchased this one. Again, COMC takes a while to ship. So I purchased this at the end of April. This guy just passed away last week. Got Bob Lanier. Really glad to add him. Then we got Vlade Divac, something like that. I'm not sure if he's still alive. He might be. I think he passed away right after signing these cards. Harry Gallatin. I apologize if I have that wrong. There's so many names in this. Then we've got Bernard King. Is there another card behind that? There was. I almost skipped one. So Bernard King. Then we've got Charlie Scott on a prism. We've got David Thompson. Didn't play super long, but he did a lot in the time that he did play. Got Calvin Murphy on an Optic Signature Series. Got another one on these Prism cards. These ones look really nice. Dino Radia. Then I don't even know if I should attempt to pronounce this guy's name. Sarunas Marsilionis. I know that there's a bunch of accents on the name, so I have probably really butchered that. Then we got a former player who is currently, I think he's an assistant coach. I don't remember what team, but he's also been a head coach as well. He's a really good signer, but I always forget to send to him during the season, so for as cheap as it was, might as well just buy it. But Maurice Cheeks. Then we've got Chet Walker. Got Bob McAdoo in his Tar Heels uniform. Nate Archibald. And finally, This guy used to be really good with TTMs, and then right after I sent, it seemed like he was no longer doing them. But Jack Sigma. So a bunch of awesome additions to the collection. The football ones, some of them were a little bit more expensive than $10, but nearly every single one of those basketball ones was $10 or less. So awesome deals. Whole bunch of autographs there. Adding all those Hall of Famers is just really nice, and even a few deceased ones. Those can be really hard to get sometimes. So glad to add those. The next video will be, try to get that to stop pulsing. I'm not sure what's going on there. Next video will be my in-person recap from the Indianapolis GMR Indy GP race, Grand Prix. So you guys will want to stick around for that one as well. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.